stress and I say and I insist that it can only be a coalition if it is a coming together of distinct political parties or groups, all right, who have an official uh, agreement to work together for political purposes. Either they're coming in from opposition or they want to form a government, you know. Now, I call these defections of major political actors to the ADC, but not all of them are defecting. Of course, Peter Obi is still in the Labour Party. It remains to be seen if the Labour Party says they are going to work, you know, they are forming a coalition with other political parties like ADC. It is a coalition. They will have to have an agreement. I don't think the Constitution recognizes a joint ticket or a coalition of parties picking different candidates from different parties. I don't think so. So it'll have to be the different political parties, if they are able to form a coalition of political parties, then agreeing to support the ticket of one of the parties. That's why these guys are having to move. Because you can't have, maybe, for instance, ADC producing the presidential candidate and then LP producing the vice presidential candidate, or LP producing the presidential candidate and PDP producing a running mate. I haven't seen it in the Constitution. So it's practically impossible. And that informs probably why all of these guys are moving to one party. That's why APC was created. People who moved from CPC to APC or AC, they all formed a new party and merged. All right. So a merger is not a coalition. It's a new party. Defections are not coalition. You know what I'm saying? So we'll allow some time. I'd like to introduce the former South Zonal chairman of Labour Party, Prince Favour Reuben, who joins us virtually. Prince Reuben, we'd like to see if you can enable your video, so we can see you, since we're streaming live. We really appreciate it. But good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, fantastic. All right, great. So let's start from, are you still in Labour Party? You're a former Zonal, South Zonal chairman. Are you still in Labour Party? Have you moved to another party, maybe ADC?
I'm very much in Labour Party. I've not moved to any party called ADC. I think all the members of Labour Party are still intact. Nobody from Labour Party have moved to any other person, any other party. The only people I think have moved to coalition is the obedient movement, part of the obedient movement, because most of the obedient movement are still in Labour Party. So it's part of them that have moved to ADC, not the core Labour Party. All of us that are called Labour Party are still remaining in the Labour Party.
Okay, there seems to be some noise coming from your end. I don't know if it's earpiece, you know, but maybe we can look into it. So Prince, what are your thoughts on the association of your former presidential candidate, His Excellency Peter Obi, with this coalition? For now, today's papers is saying he has not moved. He's still in Labour Party, you know, and your party had adopted him as their presidential candidate some months ago, maybe last year. So what are your thoughts on Peter Obi's association with this coalition, which in effect is a new party, not a coalition, called ADC? For now, it's a new party. What are your thoughts on his association?
Well, we have a law in Nigeria that said freedom of association, freedom of movement. So as a person, he can associate with any group of people. It's not a problem to me. So he can decide to associate. You know, every politician look for a way they can have effectiveness to win election. And if Obi have seen that this association is one of those things that he can be part of to win election, so be it. So he have the right to associate with any group of people he want to associate with. And I think that is exactly what he's doing. So we don't have any issue with that. And the only issue we have is that if he's leaving Labour Party, he should declare it openly that he has left Labour Party to ADC, so that we know that he's not with us. But Obi has not left Labour Party, and association they are inside. they just came together to run under an umbrella called ADC. So to me, I don't see we don't have any issue with it.
Okay, Prince Reuben, your there's some noise coming from your phone or your device. I think it may be if you have a cable. You can remain where you are. You can remain where you are. It's just that there's maybe it's a wire. I don't know if it's a wire. You're using earpiece or something. So please, you can stay where you are. All right. You can sit where you are and just continue. But if you're using your earpiece, maybe you pull it out and then you go without the earpiece.
Somebody was making noise.
Okay. I think it's from your device. But let's get the listeners in at this point. So you're saying that there's freedom of association. As a former member of the executive council, should I call it, of your party, a former South Zonal.
Let me just correct you.
Yeah.
Let me just correct you. There's nothing like former. If you go to INEC today, our name is there. The people that went to convention in Akwanga, it is the same name that is still in INEC portal today. No name has been changed. I keep telling people.
Who is the chairman of Labour Party today?
Today, the name that is there is Julius Abure.
Okay.
It's Julius Abure that is there. The argument was he has been removed by Supreme Court. And if Abure has been removed by Supreme Court, the next person that can become chairman is Lamidi Apapa, and that's all. That's just the thing, because he was the deputy chairman. But today, the name of Abure is still INEC. So if we assume that Abure has been removed, no other person can be there than Lamidi Apapa.
What about Nenadi Usman?
That is an association. There is nowhere you can gather together and appoint somebody. If you look at the association they did, there were no member of NWC that was in that meeting. There was no member of Labour Party that was in that meeting. That meeting was just obedient people, and they appoint themselves and make themselves who they are. People who came from different political parties. That's why there is no time they sit down that they can sing Labour Party song. They cannot even shout the slogan because they are not aware of it. So that one is completely out of the system. There is no law in Nigeria that back what they are doing. There is no law. And there is no power behind them. So what they are doing is just gathering themselves to support Obi, which is right. I don't stop them. But to think that they are leaders of Labour Party, that is completely false. They are not. Because there is no law in Nigeria that support whatever they are doing. We don't have what they call caretaker. INEC does not accept what is called caretaker committee of a party in INEC. They don't. You must be elected for you to be in their portal. So whatever Nenedi Usman and co are doing, they are just doing it to keep the obedient movement flowing. That's just all.
Okay, INEC does not recognize acting chairman for now. Even I think the APC...
Not acting chairman, caretaker group.
Okay.
Because all of them they are caretaker, both the chairman, the secretary.
No, I think they're acting. Does INEC not recognize acting national chairman and
They are not acting. Who make them acting? They cannot act. How will you act where you were not appointed or elected? Why are they acting? They are acting on behalf of who?
But the Supreme Court has the Supreme Court has already given a judgment in their favor. So
it is not. Read that Supreme Court judgment. Kofi. Supreme Court never mentioned anybody as chairman or chairman. Supreme Court said it is an internal party matter. But when they are deceiving themselves, if you read the Supreme Court judgment, I believe you have gotten a copy. He never said Nenedi Usman is a chairman. He never said Barrister Julius Bray is a chairman. He said the issue of party is an internal party matter. The same thing that happened in PDP. For their secretary. And the party came together and took a decision and make Ayawuna the authentic chairman. What we expected them to do was to come together, the party will sit down and we now take a decision rather than creating more problem in the political party and claiming that you are the acting chairman or acting secretary. It is not done. Supreme Court never give them any power and he never pronounced their name to be anything. So look at it very well. So let them not be lying to the public.
Okay. I remember we had a First Salako, spokesman for Labour Party in Lagos State, and I asked him, who is the chairman of your party? He looked at me and said, Julius Abure. And, I was shocked, but that's what he said. But we'll have to have this conversation again. I don't have my copy of the CTC of that judgment here, Prince Favour Reuben, but I'll look for it, and then maybe we have this conversation on another time, that particular aspect. But so you're saying that Peter Obi is free to associate with whomever he wants to. He says he's still in Labour Party. So in your view, as a member, ranking member for years-long member of the Labour Party, does your party have any possibility of entering into a coalition, agreement with ADC and maybe other parties for the next election?
It's laughable. How can we go up and come down? Labour Party is up there. If there's anybody that should associate, people should come to Labour Party. Labour Party have not agreed to coalesce with any political party whatsoever. What they are doing there is individual. It is when the leadership of the party come together and say, okay, let's work together, like an answer Labour Party. Whatever they are doing in ADC, if you look at all the people they are from the PDP, from the APC, from whatever party, it's not the leadership of those parties. It is individual from those parties.
But Prince Favour Reuben, Peter Obi is the national leader of Labour Party.
In Labour Party constitution, correctly, they borrowed that language from PDP and APC. In Labour Party constitution, the leader is the elected highest officer. It's not that because you contest election and you not claim to be a leader. If you are a president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, we can say, okay, we give you that recognition and leader because you are sponsoring the party. You cannot be a leader of a party that you are not sponsoring. You cannot be a leader of a party because you run an election and you not claim that you are not a leader. If there is any leader who would have claimed to be a leader, would have been the only governor we have. To me, I cannot say Peter Obi is a leader, because if a leader cannot put your hands together, there are factions here and there, and you are claiming to be a leader of a political party that you met united. We were together, we were united, and you are present in the party, have factionalized the party, balkanized the party, and there is nothing you can do to bring the party together. Rather, you are creating division every day. Peter supported Ature to go for that illegal convention when some of us was against it. Peter supported him. After the illegal convention, because the obedience shouted, the NSC and some of us will say, no, we will not accept it. Peter backpedaled and refused to follow Abure. And now switch over to NSC. And they create what they call National Caretaker Committee, which did not work. They left that one, they went and created this one that Nenedi Usman is also doing. Why not call the people together and settle this matter than for you to jump and you hear them say APC is the problem? APC have no business with Labour Party.
Okay.
It's the people that are supposed to lead the party that are not doing anything that is supposed to be doing. Because we expect Peter, we have met with them to say, call for meeting of our Papa Abure. All of us will come together and we make the party one. He refused to do that today. So I don't know why people are just talking. No, Peter can never be a leader of a party that is not an elected officer. He's a leader.
But you guys in Labour Party had a meeting and you endorsed him as the sole candidate of the party for 2023. You gave him that endorsement. So if that is not a leader, then what is a leader?
If you listen to the next interview of Abure, they have cancelled that thing already. I don't know whether you are not correct. It has been cancelled. The Labour Party now is open for all. They did that when he supported that illegal convention. So in order to please him, they did that. But when he came up and said, no, we are no longer part of that, Abure went on air and said Labour Party now is open for all Nigerians.
Okay.
So that guarantee of automatic
So you as a ranking member of Labour Party, would you like to see your party being involved? You said it must be chairman to chairman. Would you like to see your party joining a coalition to help push you over the line Hold on, sir. Help push you over the line that you couldn't cross in 2023.
It's a big party. We are not running any coalition. If there is any coalition, people should come to Labour Party and use Labour Party as the umbrella. That's the only condition. We are not going to subdue Labour Party under any other political party in the name of coalition. We stand on our own and we are working as Labour Party.
Okay. He says, how can you be up and come down? When I asked him whether they are joining a coalition, and he's also said the other party should come to Labour Party. 020127709993 99.3. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning.
Yes, please. Who's on the line?
I'm just, feeling that all these party discussions, like this man said, Buba Galadima, we shouldn't be talking about this. This is how many years away from 2027? And they are just occupying the airwaves. We have problems that we should solve. It's so depressing.
Right.
Are they paying for all this? If they are paying, let's not collect their money. They should just go and face their businesses. Most of them don't have anything to do.
All right, thank you.
It's so depressing. People are dying. Hospitals are not, even our laws, they are not making the right laws for the poor masses. We're discussing their internal problems.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the time. 99.3, good morning. Hello. It says, how can you be up and come down in relation to the coalition? 99.3, please turn your radio off. Yes, who do we have, please?
Why do you like to bring Peter Obi issue every time?
Okay, all right, no problem. Stop disgracing yourself on radio, 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, who's on the line, please?
This is Mike calling from Agbara.
All right, Mike, please go.
Yes. Kofi?
Mm-hmm.
You see this coalition we are talking about, like that man has just said, coalition is free. Hello? But I want to tell you, it's a free mind. That one that is saying they should come to Labour Party. Labour Party, even if these people go back to Labour Party, they will still label them that all the old criminals is going back to Labour. Yes.
Right.
They will still label them that all the old criminals is going to Labour. But as of you are biased in your speaking. Sometimes when you ask your questions, you counter. I don't know whether you are afraid of this.
What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I have saved the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Sufri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Sufri app on your Play Store. Visit sufrisufri.com for more information. Sufri, borderless banking.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket now.
All right, welcome back. Still the morning crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria. And for my name is Kofi Bartels. I'm used to it. You know, you can ask those who've been listening all through even last election, and people, when you discuss matters of APC, the APC supporters will come and call you names. And why are you discussing Tinubu all the time? Why are you always playing his song? You know, you're mocking him and all that. Then the day you discuss Labour Party or PDP, their supporters will also come. Why are you discuss? So, I mean, it's just something we have to get used to about the country, you know, and people are just highly intolerant. But yet they want tolerant politicians. You need to have an open mind to be able to, you know, allow discussions that you may not be comfortable with. And I don't even know why anyone should be comfortable with. I'm sure Labour Party supporters want to know, you know, what the members of the party, leaders in the party, wherever they stand or wherever they belong, think of what's going on. You know, so they can have a better idea of what the party's direction is and know how to prepare themselves, you know, for the coming election. And it's important, you know. So nobody here has an agenda or anything. We'll invite other people. I called Tanko Yunusa, who is Peter Obi's campaign spokesperson, and Tanko said he's on Channels TV this morning at 8. I called Oluchopa, who was you know, debating with my guest today, some months ago. She also says she has an exam to write. You know, so don't call the radio and advertise your ignorance. It's not good. Some of you are family men and all. Don't call the radio and advertise your ignorance. You know, let's all be mature. All right, it's very important. All right, we still have Prince Favour Reuben with us, who is a former South Zonal Vice Chairman of Labour Party. He says they're still recognized by INEC because their names are still on the website. Though I've told him that there's a Supreme Court order stating otherwise, and he said that the Supreme Court order did not install a caretaker, like he put it, ex of the party. So that's that. If you had anything to hide, we will not even allow you guys call. I'll not even invite my guests. We will just be talking. So please, let's not get distracted. It's very important. These conversations are important. Okay, are important. And just to tell you, if yours is just a sinister plan, to try and play games on my mind, I won't be putting my eye on your candidates. Please don't waste your time, because I'll question everybody and I'll look at everybody and every issue. No one will go scot-free. Okay, so don't waste your time. All right, Prince, are you still there with us? Because I can't see you on my screen. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, you're there. All right. Please call 020-1277-0993, 020-1277-0993. And our female listeners, I don't know what's wrong with your line, because I haven't seen any call on the female line. But if you want to try it, 0201-465-7190, 0201-465-7190. And then we have a WhatsApp number being 08095-975805, 08095-975805. Please feel free to send just messages to that WhatsApp for now, because we cannot use the audio from the WhatsApp as we speak. I guess because we're asking, what is the future of the Labour Party? What does the future hold for the Labour Party? Looking at the moves to form a coalition, which some leaders of the Labour Party are part of, especially the Obedient Movement. And he said that they are not part of the coalition for now. At least he's part of the Labour Party. He's saying that how can you be up and then go down? Likening joining the ADC or being in the coalition with ADC to the Labour Party going down. All right, to Labour Party going down. And he believes, I guess, that other politicians and other parties should come to the Labour Party, not the other way around. Prince Favour Reuben, I want to put it to you that Labour Party was nowhere, so to say, was nowhere before Obi joined the party. He didn't have any dream, any possibility of even rubbing shoulders with APC and PDP until Obi joined the party. So for you to say that, the party cannot live up and come down may not be the real situation. What do you say to that?
Kofi, you don't know the history of Labour Party. That's the problem with people. Before Obi came to Labour Party, we had a governor before now. I hope you are aware.
Who joined? Who left you for PDP?
Mimiko was governor. We have senators before now. We have House of Rep. We have members of assembly before now. So it was not just because Peter Obi came that make Labour Party known. Labour Party have been known. And remember, NSC and TUC are part and parcel of Labour Party that we have been working together all this while. So Obi saw a strong structure that can lift him. Let me tell you, at the time Obi came on board, or the time Nigeria were yearning for change, all the youth were crying. So they were looking for a rally point. Everybody that were contesting at that time were people who have been in one in one position or the other in the federal government, and they saw Obi as a man they can rally around, and that's why what happened. The Labour Party mobilized. I know obedient movement were all in town. We were in the creek in River State. No obedient movement were in the creek. We, as members of Labour Party, are the people that were in the community, in the interior villages, in the creek campaigning. Obedient movement were just in the town, on social media. So when you talk of obedient movement, sometimes when we have meeting with them here, and I said, your movement is only in Port Harcourt, in Obiokpo, and in Oyigbo. You don't go into other local government that are down into the community where the vote are coming from. So people are just talking. It's not the obedient movement, it is the effort of the Labour Party to build the structure down that makes it happen.
Okay, Prince, you, in 2023, you almost...
Obi was just a rally point for civil society, everybody to gather around him.
All right, Prince, we have a bit of a problem to network. Now, in 2023, you almost won the presidential election. Going by the results announced by INEC. All right. Don't you think that Labour Party, whether it's led by Nenadi Usman or Abura Papa, needs the partnership of other political parties, needs some movers and shakers, needs some men of political timber and caliber, use a Nigerian phrase here, needs some people who have proven structures in states across the country who can help you push the party or over the line, or at least change the current government and bring in a new Nigerian political reality.
Let me ask you,
okay, Prince, your network is poor. I'll go to the phone lines and then let's see if you can reset it. I'll come back to you in a jiffy. 99.3, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Who's on the line? Okay, Pastor Larico.
This is Pastor Larico.
Okay, welcome.
Kofi, please, help me ask your guest. These party chairmen and their executives, are they on salary? That is one. If they are not on salary, why is it that some of them bend on some certain things to the point where their party is disintegrating? I want to give you an instance of this Labour Party. Yes, he might be saying that they have structure, they have this on ground before Obi came. But you should also agree that the presence of Obi has added great value to that party. Why can't they just agree for once, not for any other selfish reason? Please, just ask him. Because this thing now is becoming a big problem. When somebody wants to become a party chairman, even to the detriment of the party.
Okay, can you put your question in one sentence?
The one sentence is this: are they doing this thing for selfish purpose, or they are doing it for the love of the nation?
Okay, thank you. I hope you heard his question, Prince.
Yes, I heard that.
Okay, please go on.
Well, nobody is denying the fact that when Obi came, the Labour Party have another level of movement. Like I was saying, when Obi came, Obi do not have structure anywhere in Nigeria. Obi was not in charge of any state in Nigeria. But Obi made a structure of Labour Party. Remember, Labour Party comprises of NSC, TUC, civil society, market women, Okada rider. So they only need somebody to oil the structure of the party. to activate it. And that's what Obi came to do.
But Prince, he came with his supporters, those who even called themselves by his name.
As I'm talking to you, I was part of the people who started some of those movements. Some of the obedient movements. Well, when Obi came in, we started forming them from different group to different group. It's not that Obi came with any group like that. It was when Obi came in, people from different angles started forming different group. I formed a group that was supporting Obi as a member of Labour Party. I formed a group. Today, like I'm telling you, I am controlling South Democratic Movement that we are in every part of South. If we have a presidential candidate and I move my structure to support that candidate, you now said it was that candidate that formed it. No, it wasn't.
Okay. All right.
Now, so we have a lot of people forming different groups.
But Ambassador Musba is asking, are you guys doing this for political for political reasons, selfish interests, or in the interest of the country?
In the interest of the country, I don't know what you call selfish interest. I don't understand what you say selfish interest. Now, so every politician that come out to talk, you say selfish interest. We had a party, and if you are coming to the party, you want to destroy the party, and you expect us to keep quiet. No, okay. It can't be so.
All right. Okay.
If you come to a party, you must follow the rule and regulation of the party, work with the people that are in the party.
Right.
When you came in, people love you, we embrace you. We even ask other candidates to step down because of Obi. So if Obi come in and there is a problem in the party, Obi have the right to settle that problem without jumping here and there.
Okay, hold on.
This is my party.
Okay, hold on. Let's pick another more calls. Thank you, Prince Favour Reuben. 99.3, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kofi.
Yes, your name, please.
Yeah, Reuben from Ikoyi.
Okay,
yes,
please.
Kofi, this coalition of 18. Last week I said it, that it can't work. And number two, I don't even call it coalition. I said, but I don't know what we call coalition. Okay, now the Labour man there is saying they should come to Labour. I don't know why that is one of the problems we will have concerning this coalition of 18. Why must it be that they should come to Labour? You want to come together. They can form. Is it going to be Labour Party or a different name entirely? If you want to form coalition, it has to be a different name entirely. Meanwhile, you can still have your Labour, but they have to be a kind of a different name, and they should resolve who will be the presidential candidate. What this man is saying now is that they want to be the presidential candidate. That is why people say it's more of a selfish interest than national interest. Why must it be Obi to be the presidential candidate? Why can't be another person? Then Kofi, I will tell you that this is what brought about Emilokon.
Okay.
When Tinubu, when they came together in 2023,
all right.
They resolved it. Okay, you will go. After you, I will go. That was what brought about Emilokon. That no, I will not. That was why Tinubu said it. So they should resolve it. Who will go? Who will be the presidential candidate? It's not a matter of a Labour or this or that.
Thank you very much.
It doesn't mean if they come to Labour goes to them. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate the call. 080-0201-277-0993. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning.
Yes, please. Who do we have?
I'm not calling from Afromedia.
I think you called in the morning. Am I correct?
Correct. Yes, correct. I believe the question I want to ask. Please,
please let's allow others who have not had the chance today to say something. Okay, please. You can always send a WhatsApp message or comment on a post on social media. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Kofi. Good morning.
Yes, welcome. Who do we have on the line, please?
Sam Aguilera.
Okay.
Calling from Ojalaba.
Yeah.
Labour Party, we are discussing Labour this morning.
Yes.
I'm surprised the way Labour Party is trying to make themselves. I don't know. Labour Party, nobody knows them. It was Peter Obi that made Labour Party what it is today. Now they are dragging. I'm the chairman at the petrol. They don't want to carry their public along. Let them scatter. We forget about them. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you calling in. Now, for those of you who are supporters of the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, His Excellency, some of you are already saying, I've seen posts on social media, that Abure can swallow LP. not that someone said Wike can eat his PDP. You guys have a new party, but now Obi has said, where is that? Sorry, that he still remains in Labour Party. What do you say about that?
I mean, prove that.
Are you going to take your words back? Are you in agreement that he's still there, or should he just leave? The Labour Party. We're talking about the future of Labour Party as regards this coalition, or so-called coalition. 99.3. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Are you there, please?
Yeah. Good morning, Kofi.
The network is really poor. Sorry about that. Call us back if you can. 99.3. Good morning. Hello. Are you there? Okay. Prince, Favour Reuben, do you foresee a situation, because the Nigerian constitution, I haven't read anywhere. Prince Favour Reuben, if you can hear me, I haven't read anywhere in the constitution. Yes, I've read that at least 2 times. I've gone through the entire book. I haven't seen anywhere where there's a provision for coalition government. Maybe 2 parties forming a government, for instance, because you don't have a parliamentary system in Nigeria. So you don't need a parliamentary majority to win an election. That's where you have some of these coalition governments. But parties can come together, but it's only one ticket that can win an election. You can't have a joint ticket. Maybe Labour Party produces the presidential candidate, ADC produces a vice president, his running mate. It's nothing like that in the constitution. So what we have are defections, and then what we have are mergers of political parties to form one party. If it comes to that point where everybody realizes we have to come together to form one party to take on APC, is that not a price that the Labour Party should be willing to pay? Just like CPC merged with AC to form APC. Is it possible Labour Party can merge with ADC, can merge with SDP, and then they form one new party to be stronger in order to take on APC?
Kofi, I don't want to cut you off so that you understand what we are talking about. When you talk about party meeting together, it's the leadership of the party that meet and agree, not aspirants, not members that meet. And you now say it's Labour Party or PDP.
Let's say, you said that already, Prince. Let's say the leadership that you want meet, and then there's a realization that we need to merge to take on APC.
When the leadership meets, if the leadership decide to meet, it's a different ball game. And there will be condition for the leadership. There will be condition for the merger. It's like somebody was saying, Emeleko. When they met, they agreed that so person will move and this person will move. The one they are doing today, they don't even know who will run for presidency. Sometimes they say it's open. Sometimes Atiku say no, Peter Obi invites me. And Peter Obi say no, I will be the president. That means they did not have any plan before they come together. If leadership are meeting, this will be spread out. We are coming together. We will produce so thing. You will produce so thing. And we are coming together as a group. And that is how the thing works. It's not the one aspirant are meeting. All of them have ambition. And you are now bringing people with all kind of ambition together. And you are now saying they are merging together.
Okay.
I don't see the future of that merger. I am not. Secondly, I want to correct an impression. I never said these people should come to Labour Party. I said if there's any party that needs people to run around, is Labour Party. Peter Obi came to Labour Party and have the crowd he had because they saw him as a corrupt man, a corrupt free man.
Okay.
They didn't see him as corrupt person.
Prince, please permit.
They didn't see him as.
Yeah, permit me to butt in here. Sorry, please. Now looking at what are you in agreement with what Julius Abure said? That he's given Obi 48 hours to resign from the party. You think it was necessary for him to make such a statement?
No, to me, it's not necessary. I have also told them that you don't need to give ultimatum for a man to resign, because the man have not said I've left your party. He's only negotiating with group of people. And if at the end of the day you felt that okay, I'm no longer going to be in your party, you don't need to give him 48-hour ultimatum. The man will resign on his own and leave the party. So to me, I'm not in support of that, and I can never be in support that you give ultimatum to Obi to resign. No, maybe Abure have the reason why he did that, but to me, as a personal person, I'm not speaking on behalf of Labour Party, but as my person, I don't think you need to give Obi 48 hours.
Correct.
Like I said, he have freedom of association.
Okay. All right.
And when he came to Labour Party, nobody dragged him in. He decided to come.
All right.
If he want to go, he will also decide to go. Nobody will force him out.
Okay, Prince, Favour Reuben. If you were to advise Peter Gregory, His Excellency, you know him one-on-one. You all work together in 2023. You're National Vice Chairman, South. Will you advise him?
I was the director campaign, Peter Obi, South. I was the director campaign.
All right.
Peter Obi, South.
So will you advise him to, looking at the problems in Labour Party, to join ADC and then look for the ticket there? Or will you advise him to stay in Labour Party and slug it out from there?
I would have advised him to settle the problem in Labour Party, bring everybody together and run on Labour Party. Because you cannot be answering the name like what Atiku is doing. He moved to this party this year. Next time he moved to this party to run. If Obi is doing that, he will lose a lot of supporters. Remember, Obi was in PDP, moved to ABGA. From ABGA to PDP. From PDP to Labour. Now from Labour, you are trying to go to another one. I don't think we should be desperate for that. What I expect Obi to do, as a man that want to fix Nigeria, is to fix Labour Party problem. If Obi cannot fix the little Labour Party problem and he's running away, how will he fix Nigeria complexity? How will he do that?
But what about the support of other northerners like El Rufai and Atiku, who can push
El Rufai, when El Rufai was,
give him more votes,
when El Rufai was a governor, you witnessed the number of killing in Kaduna. You see how Christians were suffering.
Prince, I'm talking about Kaduna. The votes. Okay, let's leave El Rufai. What about Atiku?
About the vote will not come like that again. People are wise. People are wise.
Atiku's votes?
Like in northern Nigeria, the Hausa have discovered that the Fulani are using them. So they are also forming their group. That's why today you can hear middle bed group. Initially, there was nothing like that. So in the northern Nigeria, people are also wise. People know the antecedent of people like El Rufai. El Rufai was posting going to bring Muslim ticket. So we know this.
Okay, all right.
He cannot
we'll invite you back. Prince Favour Reuben, former National Vice Chairman of the Labour Party South, and he said, of course, South Director of a Peter Obi campaign organization. Thank you. It's good to have you on the program. We'll continue this conversation another time. Maybe have you and Oluchi on together. Thank you, sir.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Hey, rewards don't land. When I buy airtime and data on any network,
I get up to 10% cash back.
I pay my NEPA, DSTV, or StarTimes and call
3% cash back.
Now so smart cash back. Don't get reloaded.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.